I'm trying to remember a song. They sing it in Govardhan Eco Village. One of Guru Maharaj. Huh? No, it's by a Vrajvasi. It's one of Guru Maharaj's favorite songs. He has sang it many times. They sing it in Govardhan Eco Village. It's a Hindi song.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Tanvat Pranam, Jai Shri Ram.
Mata Idhan.
Is it Mora Man Mandir mein aa jao giridhari? Something like that?
Yeah, again, Mataji.
Is the song More Man Mandir mein aa jao
Yes.
giridhari?
Yes.
It's a beautiful bhajan.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding Mataji.
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
We'll try. I don't know how to really sing it. But I heard that this is nice. एक भारत आ जाओ हे मन It's a Vraj song. We'll try. मेरे मन मंदिर में एक बार तुम आ जाओ मीठा प्यारे आ जाओ मीठा प्यारे आ जाओ. After first, then the last line. मेरे मन एक बार तुम आ जाओ प्यारे आ जाओ मोहन कुंज बिहारी प्यारे आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। गिरधारी वनवारी,
गिरिधारी वनवारी,
गिरधारी वनवारी,
गिरिधारी वनवारी,
मनमोहन गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी।
मन कुंज बिहारी प्यारे, आ-
बहुत बार है तेड़ लगाई, वरना बहुत बार है तेड़ लगाई, करुणा नयना में गिर आई, करुणा नयना में गिर आई, गोया एक दुखिया प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। मन मंदिर में एक बार आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। आग जो हत अखियाँ फटराई, आग जो हत अखियाँ फटराई, दर दर पर माया टकराई, दर दर पर माया टकराई, देखो दशा हमारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, आ जाओ गिरधारी। आ जाओ गिरधारी प्यारे, थोड़ी कृपाई दर बरसाओ, थोड़ी कृपाई दर बरसाओ, हे न बूंद प्यासे को पाओ, हे न बूंद प्यासे को पाओ, मैं आया एक भिखारी, आ जाओ भिखारी, आ जाओ भिखारी। आया एक भिखारी, आ जाओ भिखारी, आ जाओ भिखारी। आ जाओ आ जाओ एक नहीं मैं कुछ भी लाया, एक नहीं मैं कुछ भी लाया, आदि नाथ तेरे रस आया, आदि नाथ तेरे रस आया, तेरा प्रेम पुकारिया, आ जाओ भिखारी, आ जाओ भिखारी। Oh, it's the last one. मैं मंदिर में एक बार आ जाओ प्यारे, आ जाओ बहुत बार है तेरे बंधाने की, करुणा तेरे जन मेरे तो यार दुखिया जी प्यारे, आ जाओ प्यारे, आ जाओ I don't know how to sing Hare Krishna. Never seen this song before. Yes, see?
Yeah, Mara singing very good.
Ah,
The first line was difficult.
yeah. And then if you go to Govardhaniko village, there are like 7, 8 Vraj Bhasha songs that Maharaj wanted devotees to sing every day in Govardhaniko village. So there is another song. It's on taking the dust from the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. I don't know if you have heard those songs. There are many. You can search Govardhaniko village. It's by there is a devotee called Sachiandan Prabhu. One of Maharaj disciple. He sings. So it's a new caveat.
These are the extended the song. Can you see the meaning?
Huh?
Meaning.
Meaning? For me, it was obvious because it's in this.
Oh, Giridhari, I'm begging you to enter just once in the temple of my mind. Oh, Giridhari, oh, Banwari, you who resides in the grave of Vrindavan and affect our mind toward thee. Oh, beloved Giridhari, please come to me. So many times,
So many times have I called out to you with eyes, overflowing with tears. This most unhappy person is pleading before me. So please, oh beloved Giridhari, please come to me. Simply waiting for you, my eyes have become weary. Maya is attacking me at every step, just to see my pitiable condition. Oh beloved Giridhari, and please come to me. Please shower some of your mercy on your mercy. Being extremely thirsty, let me drink just a drop of your wine. I am nothing but a beggar begging from you. Oh beloved Giridhari, please come to me.
I have brought you no gifts, my lord, and have come empty-handed at your doorstep. I worship you with my love. So, O beloved Giridhari, please come to me.
You are free to love me or reject me. You may call me near or you may send me away. In any condition of life, I am a soul surrendered unto you. Please, O beloved Giridhari, please come to me.
Prabhupada. So we'll just do this once. Because 7:40 is only 50 minutes remaining. So I thought otherwise maybe 20 minutes remains. Om Agyantimirandhasya Dhyananjanashalakhaya Chakrivamilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Bhagatam Maniyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamal Shri Vaishnavamscha Shri Ram Sagrajatam Saharana Lakna Anvitam Tam Sajivam Saharvaitam Sahavaditam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinayam Jagatpate Gopesha Vikakanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vanshabhayascha Vihasri Budhaya Vacha Padhyam Vaishnavebhyo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vashadi Gaura Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Nakamati Vachalam Pangulangaya Devidim Yatripa Tamam Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Nicha Jati Nicha Sangi.
Can you take this name, Shiri?
It's not Shiri. It's not.
Getting that warning as pause.
Nicha Jati Nicha Sangi. Patita Adhama Vishaya Kupe Padi Gonainu Janama. Sanatana Goswami said, I was born in a low family and my associates are all low class men. I myself am fallen and I am the lowest of men. Indeed, I have passed my whole life fallen in the well of sinful materialism. We discussed this? Now we discuss.
Last
We'll see the last one.
question.
Putting a straw in his mouth and going down. Sanatana Goswami clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and humbly spoke as follows. So this is just the beginning of the teachings. And Sanatana Goswami is about to ask a question. Beginning teaching of Sanatana Goswami. And he begins by saying, Nicha jati nicha sangi patita adhama kuvi shaya kupe padi gunainu janama. I myself have fallen and I am the lowest of men. Indeed, I have passed my whole life fallen in the well of sinful materialism. Wow. Humility thoda ऊपर है हमारे. Okay.
Sanatana Goswami considered himself fallen, for in the association of such men, he also fell victim to the material enjoyment. Having passed his life in that way, he considered that he had wasted his valuable time.
So Prabhupada is telling Sanatana Goswami considered himself fallen, for in the association of such men, he also fell victim to material enjoyment. Very difficult to understand. So there is like maybe prasad khayo, matlab, maybe there is some small thing that he may have thought, and then he's thinking because of that one thing, he's thinking I am very fallen. Yogi Vishwakarma says it is impossible to stay in an environment and not become victimized by the environment. Wherever the environment we stay in, we will become victimized by the environment. And who is the Vaishnava? A Vaishnava is the one who? Huh? I mean, there are many answers to it. But one of the answers, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says about a Vaishnava. Mahaprabhu said, Asat Sangatya Gai Vaishnava. One who gave us the association of non-devotees, he is a Vaishnava. Because when we are in the non-devotee association, then I was hearing Chandraboli Maharaj, I think second lecture. Some of you heard some of his seminars. So in the second seminar, Maharaj was mentioning on Asat Sang. Maharaj was mentioning first thing that a devotee does before he leaves ISKCON is first he start developing a relationship with the non-devotees. I have seen one devotee in our community, 16 rounds. The wife was not very favorable. Then they developed a good relationship with the neighbors. And they said, we have got very good friends. Whenever they're very pious, they're very good people. It was some concern. And then they started going out with them where they wanted to go. And then slowly, Prabhu gave up 16 rounds also. So this is the effect. So Maharaj says if their friends becomes non-devotees, they are in a great danger. That's the first point. And one may think that I'll continue my bhakti and that's okay. They are good, pious people. But then Maharaj says they will suck you in their energy. So Prabhupada is here telling Sanatana Goswami, he maybe fell victim to some material enjoyment, maybe some little. And Sanatana Goswami is feeling himself that very low of himself. Neech jati, neech sangi, like that.
This statement about how one can become fallen in this material world is made by great authority in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya.
So Sanatana Goswami is teaching by his example how one can become victimized in this or fall in this material is by sangi, neech sangi, bad association.
Actually, the whole world is presently fallen in the material existence. Everyone is a meat eater, drunkard, human hunter, gambler, and whatnot.
And who is more dangerous? Association of opposite sex or association of those who are attached to opposite sex? Huh? Association of those who are attached to opposite sex is more dangerous than association to opposite sex. Prabhu talk to Mataji, Mataji talk to Prabhu is dangerous, but not as much dangerous as Prabhu talks to Prabhu who is attached to a Mataji. Or Mataji talk to Mataji who is attached to a Prabhuji. That is even more dangerous. use. It may seem like safe. Maharaj was mentioning there is many kinds that Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He was reading from Bhakti Loka. Bhakti Loka has written 3 verses commentary. He has written a book. First 3 verses of Nectar of Instruction. Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote a book. It's called Bhakti Loka. In that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes 7 kind of asatsang. We discussed them. Nectar of Instruction.
People are enjoying material life by committing the 4 basic sins. Only they are fallen if they simply submit themselves at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They will be saved from sinful passion.
Mahaprabhu is Mahavadanyaya. And here Sanatana Goswami submit to Mahaprabhu, so he is freed. Likewise, if we submit to Mahaprabhu, we will also be.
Apanava, Hita, Ichena, Jani, Gramya, Vyavahare, Pandita, Hai Satyam. I do not know what is beneficial for me or what is detrimental. Nonetheless, in ordinary dealings, people consider me a learned scholar, and I am also thinking of myself as such.
Gramya Vyavahare Pandita Tai Satyamani means and I say yeah, correct. Pandit. But although I do not have myself, what is in my hit and what is in my ahit, kichu nahi jani. I don't know about what is good for myself, but I believe in people words. This Sanatana Goswami is humility. He's expressing Mahaprabhu.
Kripakari more Kariyacha Utara Apana Kripate Kahas Kartavya Amara. Out of your causeless mercy, you have delivered me from the materialistic path. Now, by the same causeless mercy, please tell me what my duty is.
So what is the first question Sanatana Goswami asked? First question Sanatana Goswami asked, what is my duty? And then he says, by what is the causeless mercy of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He has delivered Sanatana Goswami from materialistic path. So that mercy fall to some extent on us also. They're also in materialistic pathway before we came to Krishna consciousness. But now we're discussing about Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad. How many of you were not interested in spiritual life in your childhood or youth age? Like not interested in going to temples and like all these things. I think all the Matajis were interested. How many were not interested in spiritual life? I was one of them. But then it's causeless mercy of the Lord that we were pulled in this direction.
Who am I? Why do the threefold miseries always give me trouble? If I do not know this, how can I be benefited?
So what is the second and third question? The third question, why am I suffering? Who am I? Why am I suffering? What is my duty? इसी में हमारा जीवन खत्म हो जाएगा. Very wonderful questions actually. It's also very nice.
Madhya sadhana tattva uchite na jani upakari sabha tattva kahata apani. Actually, I do not know how to inquire about the goal of life and the process for obtaining it. Being merciful upon me, please explain all these truths.
So sadhya means
Possible?
Huh?
Possible.
Goal. What is the goal? And sadhana means how to attain that goal. So Sadhana Goswami is telling, I don't know first of all what the goal is. Then there is no question of knowing how to attain the goal when I don't know how what the goal also is. So tell me what the goal is, how to attain the goal. What is my duty? Who am I? Why am I suffering? Seems like 6 sessions, right?
प्रभु कहे कृष्ण कृपा तुम्हाते पूर्णाहाय
Sabha Tattva Jana Tomara Nahi Papatraya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Lord Krishna has bestowed his full mercy upon you so that all these things are known to you. For you, the threefold miseries certainly do not exist.
So Mahaprabhu is telling Krishna has full mercy upon you. That's why all these things are known to you. So that all these things are known to you. So it is Krishna's mercy that we got the knowledge or we are practicing Krishna's mercy.
Since we approach Lord Krishna currency, we have certainly know these origins. However, it is the nature of all sadhus to although he knows these things, the sadhu enjoy for the sake of the strictness.
So does Sanatana Goswami knows these things? Great scholar of Bhagavatam. What was he doing when the king came, when he was saying, I am sick? What was he doing? Studying with all the devotees Bhagavatam. In their in their home, they have Radha Kund, Shyam Kund. And then he's studying, who am I? What is the goal? What is so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says it is the nature of a sadhu to inquire. Even if they know the answer, they still inquire. It's the nature of the sadhu. It is the nature of a sadhu to inquire. Although he knows these things, the sadhu inquires for the sake of strictness. This is Mahaprabhu telling to Sanatana Goswami. Like, is it, he's very eager. So he's like, is it the right thing that I'm doing? So he asks. He gets the answer that he already knows. So this confirms I'm doing the right thing. So still he inquires for the sake of strictness.
You are eager to because the spiritual consciousness are achieved by stars and Krishna. And the intelligence certainly attain the desired goal of life very soon.
What do you think? Who attain the desired goal of life very soon? Those who are very eager. This is from Naradiya Purana. So what is eagerness and what is non-eagerness? Eagerness and non-eagerness. Huh? Interesting material things. And non-eagerness means doing it for the sake of ritual. Sola mala ho gaya. Okay. Done for the day. But then they are very eager in, say, promotion at job or maybe Niagara Falls or shopping. We have to be eager somewhere. Na? They're very eager in this one. But are they very eager to chant maybe extra rounds or maybe do some more sadhana? No. 16 is done. And those who are eager means they are really trying to push hard. No, this is the only thing I really want to attain. So those who are really eager to attain the goal, they will attain. This Rupa Goswami, this is the price we pay to get Krishna.
Therefore, gradually here, all the truths about the knowledge, I shall tell you about them.
So, what do you think about this? This is very nice, very important. What is Mahaprabhu telling Sanatana Goswami? You are fit to propagate. So, what you should do? If you are fit to propagate the cult of Mahaprabhu all over the universe, everywhere, then what you should do? Therefore, hear all the truths about it from me. So what comes before we speak? Huh? Hearing and reading. Yogi Kishore was mentioning, I like that point. I don't know if you have heard that line from him. He said there is one brahmachari. He started a program, and then 20 people will come. 2 years passed. 4 remained. You heard that? You were sharing. 4 remained. 16 left. That brahmachari was saying, Prabhuji was asking him, how's your teaching program? So he was saying, only those who are reading Prabhupada books remain. Rest 16 left. And then you see people who are reading every day. You see them after 5 years. You see people who are not reading every day, and you see them after 5 years. You will see the difference. You will see they can connect Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. They can understand everything. They know the goal, and they are more eager. You naturally see them. I know one devotee initiated preacher. I asked him, "Bro, how much have you read so far?" He said, "I haven't read Bhagavad Gita also." I said, "Bro, what will you tell to what will you tell those whom you are preaching?" You'll never say them read. How can you say? that?
What is it written?
Huh?
How is it written?
He gets a verse, he speaks on that, he reads there, and then he speaks. But he didn't finish Bhagavad Gita also. Lansing also, some people come. Those who are reading, I see them. Those who are not reading, yes. Not able to understand fully. Actually, reading will give you a different thing than hearing. Both are important, but both should go on. But what I have seen, those who are reading properly and not hearing still will keep going because they are systematically reading. But those who are hearing only, not reading, you will see some breaks in their lives. I have seen that. Previously, actually, only reading was the means, right? Sadhus will come like once in a while, right? But they will live, Guru will come and Guru will go. That's it, one meeting. And it was not like YouTube, no YouTubes or mobile channels. It was only Shastra, actually. What would Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do? They would just sit together and read from all the books, right? They would read from all the books together. We don't hear Chaitanya Charitamrita like classes are going on. At least I've never heard one class in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Correct, right? They would come, they would discuss together from Shastra, and they would do Sankirtan. Actually. So that's why it is very, very important for us to get a hold of Shastra in order to preach. Abhi just now Kalakanta Prabhu was speaking. I was on a call. He was sharing some inspirations. And Kalakanta Prabhu mentioned the first beginning of spiritual life, Kalakanta Prabhu said is Bhajana Kriya. And then he asked what comes after Bhajana Kriya. Then many people said many things. I usually don't speak. There were like around 10 devotees in a call. So then Kalakanta Prabhu says after Bhajana Kriya comes Ruchi. Then he says if you have Ruchi, then taste, then you will continue throughout your life. If you get some taste in your bhajan, then you continue. And then he said, and what is the last step? Actually, our answer was, my answer was, that's how we trained. That's how we have been born and brought up hearing this. Then he said, and the third and the last stage is Jivadaya. The first stage is Bhajan Kriya, second stage is taste, and the third stage is Jivadaya. That's his conclusion of, he's a guru actually. And if you see Prabhupada life, what is his last stage? It's Jivadaya actually. You see in any. But then how will we show Daya to Jivas? First, we have to show Daya to ourselves. And then we will be able to share. How many of you are eager to share Krishna consciousness with others? Eager to share. What is eager to share? Some people should be eager to share. See, Nagmani Mataji is coming. You are eager to share, right? Bhakti to your neighbors and everybody. Yes, no. So this we want that. And he was emphasizing we should preach to locals. He was speaking very strongly. He said, preach to locals. He said it is very difficult job. He said Radhesham, he was giving Radhesham Prabhu's example. And he said, Radhesham Prabhu, he's the topmost preacher in the world. Radhesham Prabhu. The results he has, topmost preacher in the world. And then 4 years back, they asked Radhesham Prabhu to come and preach in the Western world. So he came and he's spending few months every year in America. He came, he mentioned that. Few years he's spending every month. And then he was telling Kalakanta Prabhu that, Prabhu, after 4 years, this is my conclusion. He says, all the successful program is in the colleges with those students who have come from India. Yes, many programs we are successful. And he says, all the results I have, he said there are three kind of people, A, B, and C. A is Americans. B is born Americans, Indian but born Americans. And C is who are like general class from India. They have come for something. He said C we are able to capture. A and B not able to capture. Born American and Americans not able to capture. And after his whole great success in preaching, he and Kalakanta Prabhu were discussing how to bring these people to Krishna consciousness. So I said it is very difficult. Why? Because Indians, they feel natural tendency towards Krishna, towards bhakti, towards temple. And half of people go to program. Of course, they should have bhakti, but if they're taken birth in India, that's their good fortune anyways. That's why they're taken birth in India. And they feel like there is a culture continuity. They feel like, अपन भी North Indian, आप भी North Indian, bye. There is a community, there is kids, everybody is looking. So there are many reasons. But Western feels completely lost. And they are steeped in many different habits. So Prabhu said we have to think. When he was speaking, I was thinking should work in that direction also. That's actually Bhaktivinoda Thakur prayed. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I want people from. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was trying, no? That's why he was sending books in McGill University in Canada. In big university, he's sending books in 1986. You see, in the Western world to share this the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is what he wanted. So Sanatana Goswami, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying Sanatana Goswami that you are fit to spread this message of Krishna consciousness all over them. So now hear the truth about it from me. This very famous verse.
It is the living entity constitutional position survey of Krishna because he is a marginal and a manifestation simultaneously and different from them, like a molecular particle of sunshine or fire. Krishna has three varieties of being.
So who is a living entity? His position is eternal servant of Krishna. He is a marginal potency of Krishna. And he is Krishna and he is not Krishna. See, so many tattva Mahaprabhu is giving in this one starting only. This is the beginning of teachings to Sanatana Goswami. So many tattva he gave. Like a molecular particle of sunshine or fire. Krishna has three varieties of energy. Clear? So what all he spoke here? And then Veda Tattva, then how he is Veda Ved, he gave an example. Sunshine is sun and then not sun also. And Krishna has three varieties of energy.
Jyotisha Vistarini Parashya Brahmana Sakti Tadvedam Akilam Jagat. Just as the Vishnu Pala, which is situated in one place, is spread all over. The energies of physical personality that Paradhyam are spread all over the universe. This is a quotation from Vishnu Purana.
Prabhupada gives this example. But if you see everything Prabhupada spoke, this is coming from Vishnu, like a particle of fire in the entire fire. So I found it interesting. So Vyasadeva himself has given so clearly, like a particle fire in the fire. Likewise, Krishna's energy is spread everywhere in the form of Dharma, means existing everywhere.
Lord Krishna naturally has a energetic transformation. And beings are known as the spiritual potency, the living entity potency, and the illusory potency.
And Krishna has three primary Shaktis. And what are those? Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, and Maya Shakti. Chit Shakti is spiritual potency, internal potency. We say Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, and Tatastha Shakti. So likewise, Chitta Shakti, Jiva Shakti, and Maya Shakti. Vishnu Shakti para prokta, Kshetra Gyakya Tatha para, Avidya Karma Samgyaya, Tritiya Shakti Rishyate. Originally, Krishna's energy is spiritual, and the energy known as the living entity is also spiritual. However, there is another energy called illusion, which consists of fruitive activity. That is the Lord's third potency. That I don't know.
From Vishnu Purana.
Either Mahaprabhu is quoting from Vishnu Purana or Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is justified. But Mahaprabhu said, but both are non-different in a way with respect to when it comes to Tattva. But this is from Vishnu Purana, this is from Shastra. And it says Krishna has what is illusory energy consist of? Fruitive activity. Karma samyaya. So everybody in this world is working for some goals, working very hard for some goals. But what do they get after working very hard for some goals? They may get those goals fulfilled and then they will lose their goals also. If their good karma is there, they will have those goals fulfilled. You work very hard, right, in this world, but then it's not necessarily towards the true purpose. What's the most important thing? Most important thing is our spiritual practice. How many of you chant 16 hours in the morning? Chant 16 hours in the morning. Very good. Long sleeve as well.
या सर्व भवनम अचिंत्य ज्ञान गोचर यतो तो ब्रह्मण तस्ति Sarkashya Bhava Sattaya. Bhavanti Tapastam Sreshta. Rakashya Yatoshnata. All the creative energies which are inconceivable.
One second. I was trying to increase the font size. This we have not done, right? Yeah.
All the creative energies which are inconceivable to the common man exist in the supreme uplift. This inconceivable energy act in the process of creation, maintenance, and annihilation. O chief of the aesthetic, just as there are two energies possessed by fire, namely heat and light, these inconceivable creative energies are natural characteristics of absolute truth.
Who understood? भाई अगले 3 महीने ऐसे ही टीचिंग चलते रहेंगे, हमारा साथ थोड़ा घूमता रहेगा, देख। इट्स प्योर डीप फिलॉसफी एक्चुअली। अंडरस्टूड। चलिए पढ़ कर लिया। एनी कमेंट्स?
Split.
Split, yeah, yeah.
All the creative energies are existing in the absolute truth, which are there in common man.
नहीं, which are not there, which are inconceivable to common man.
So it's basically my understanding is, I mean, we say like, there is a Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, okay, like one creates, one maintains, and one is the inheritor. But all these three are part of the absolute truth. One.
Okay, I agree with that. So how is creative energy inconceivable to common man? How the fire comes from water? Who can conceive? How from sound the whole universe is created? From sound. And how from water earth is created? And how from smell comes earth? First comes smell, and from smell comes earth. Inconceivable to common man. Right? So the example given is heat and light. Are heat and light separable? Where there is fire, heat and light both are there. They are not separable. Likewise, Krishna and inconceivable potency are inseparable. Absolute truth means inconceivable. He has inconceivable potency, just like fire and heat are inconceivable potency. And these potencies are inconceivable to common man. So Mahaprabhu is telling to Sanatana Goswami, what is happening, we cannot understand. Or common man cannot understand. But these energies, they exist in the Supreme. He can do it.
It's like all three energies exist.
Creative annihilation. Annihilation, same thing. Maintenance, everything Krishna does, inconceivable. Like even we hear no that even an ant Krishna maintains. Krishna inconceivable. Like how many planets? Everything Krishna is maintaining. Everything is acting perfect karma. Everything is perfectly maintained.
Like he's saying like there is no tree leaf, two leaves in a tree are same. So in a tree, there is no two leaves that we can see. Like so that much.
So Krishna's what Krishna does is complete, absolute truth, completely inconceivable what he does. How he maintains, how he creates, and how he annihilates, and the process that completely inconceivable. But that is the nature of absolute truth. All inconceivable potencies exist. Clear? Can we read it again? Somebody can read. You.
All the creative energies which are inconceivable to the common man exist in the Supreme Absolute Truth. These inconceivable energies act in the process of creation, maintenance, and annihilation. O chief of the aesthetic, just as this, there are two energies possessed by the fire, namely heat and light. These inconceivable creative energies are natural characteristics of Atma.
They're natural to him, just like these two coexist. Good? I don't know. Lot of brain taxation will happen. Again विष्णु पुराण मतलब डर जाना विष्णु पुराण से आए
Here, Kshetra, Nasaki, Sam, Vastita, Dhapa, Sarva, Samisara, Papa, Akhila, Bhava, Papa, Sampata. Working the Kshetra, Jnana, Shakti, the new entity. Although he has the facility to live in either the material or the spiritual world, he suffers the threefold miseries of material things because he is influenced by the avidya potential, which covers the constitutional position. Vishnu Puran 6.
Who understood this?
One
Yes.
Shakti is living.
Huh?
One Shakti is living.
And which is that?
Kshetra.
And what is Kshetragya? Who all have heard the word Kshetragya? भगवत गीता एग्जाम में तो पूछा गया था ये सवाल. What is Kshetra? What is Kshetragya? And what is Gyan? What is Geyam? What is Prakriti? And what is Purusha? So you all write the answers, right? So what is Kshetra? Body. And Kshetragya is knower of the body. So, O king, the Kshetragya Shakti is the living entity. And how many Kshetragya are there? Two. What are those? Souls. Super soul is the knower of all the Kshetras. Soul is the knower of only that Kshetra. So it's called Kshetragya. Good? Although he has the facility, who was explaining? You were explaining, right? Yes.
He can neither live in material or spiritual, but he suffers spiritual movements because he himself knows.
So sad. अपने लिए sad, दूसरों के लिए sad. So sad that we are living, suffering the threefold miseries. Why? Because we are covered by avidya, nascence. We are looking for pleasures, but what do we get is miseries. But we can't understand, and that is called avidya or illusion. I can tell something, but one Mataji started coming to a Lansing program, very distressed. Then she shared her heart and she said she had a breakup. I said, okay. And then she was broken. So she was taking shelter of Krishna because of that. Then some students come. Some students were coming, and then she stopped coming. So then I called her. I said, why did you stop coming to the program? And she said, because the person with whom I have breakup is also coming to program now. Chasing her. He's coming to program. I said, oh. Then she said, either he or me, one of us will come. Wow, this is Dharma Sankara. Krishna से कैसे प्रोग्राम में जो भी आएगा वो सबको एक्सेप्ट कर करना। अभी मैंने बोला बताओ कौन स्टूडेंट है, तुमने स्टूडेंट का नाम बताया। मैंने स्टूडेंट को बोला कि आप कृष्णा हाउस मूव हो जाओ, मेरे साथ रहो, इनको लैंसिंग प्रोग्राम में आने हैं। तो ही एग्री। तो अभी वो लैंसिंग जाते हैं 1 घंटा ड्राइव करके जॉब के लिए। तो मूव हो गए। अभी वो 5 मार्क चालू कर दी। कुछ फायदा हो रहा है, उन्होंने कहा चलो। उसके बाद मुझसे आगे बोलते हैं कि तो जी मैं आपको गुरु मानता हूँ, एक लड़की दिला। गुरु क्यों मानते? लड़की दिला दो। हमने उनको बोला तो जी मतलब क्या है ना, वो लोग बड़े सिंपल है bro, पर
अमेरिकन।
नहीं इंडियन, पर उतना समझ नहीं है शास्त्र का। मैं उनको बोला कि प्रभु जी पहले आप खुश थे? बोले नहीं, बहुत दुख हुआ। मैंने कहा इस बार जाओगे तो खुश होगे? बोले प्रभु जी जो आप बोल रहे हो मानता हूँ, पर मैं फॉलो नहीं कर सकता। आई एग्री कि दुख आएगा, बट आई नीड इट प्रभु जी। ठीक है ना, जो भी जीव है इस संसार में वो 3 फोल्ड मिजरी से सफर कर रहा है, पर वो छोड़ नहीं पाता, क्योंकि उसको लगता है कि इस संसार में सुख है। उसको बोलो कि सुख नहीं है, वो बोलेगा हाँ मैं मानता हूँ, पर अंदर से कन्विक्शन नहीं है। क्यों? यही अविद्या है। जीव भगवान के पास जाके भगवान की सेवा कर सकता है, पर जीव यहाँ रह के 3 फोल्ड मिजरी सफर करना चाहता है। मैंने बोला ठीक है प्रभु जी, भगवान दिलाएंगे, आप 16 माला करोगे ना, तब देखते हैं भगवान की इच्छा क्या है। पहले आप भगवद गीता पढ़ो, माला जप करो। This is very nice. In either the material or although he has the facility to live in either the material or the spiritual world, उसके पास इच्छा है कि he can go there, he can stay there. He has the facility to go to Krishna or to stay here. He suffers the 3 fold miseries of material existence because he is influenced by avidya, potency, which covers his constitutional position. He becomes covered and then he wants to go back in this material existence. Very nice verse. Vishnu Puran. See, very clear Vishnu Puran, like कुछ ही verses में बहुत clear Vishnu Puran. And these teachings Mahaprabhu Sri Sanatana Goswami gave. That what is the real goal and how to practice it. And who am I? And who I am not. So Mahaprabhu is explaining to Sanatana Goswami.
दया तिरोहिता वचा च शक्ति क्षेत्रज्ञ सम समतुलिता सर्वभूतेषु भूपाला तारा सम्येन वर्तते. This living entity covered by the influence of neosense exists in different forms in the material condition. O king, he is thus proportionately freed from the influence of the material energy to greater or lesser degrees.
कौन समझाएगा इसको? This verse comes in third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Let's see who can churn and connect. सब लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं। हाँ ग्रेट, आपके लिए स्पेशल हलवा बनाएंगे हम लोग। ओके, others
Who
also.
is king here? O king, he is thus proportionately freed from.
ये मैं नहीं जानता हूँ प्रभु जी। हाँ विष्णु पुराण पता नहीं मुझे किस बीच में, मैंने विष्णु में पढ़ा नहीं प्रभु जी, पर कोई एक शुद्ध भक्त किसी एक राजा को ज्ञान दे रहे हैं ऐसा लग रहा है, तो उसमें ये नॉलेज है। ओके, रिफ्लेक्शंस, जो समझ गया वो बताओ, नहीं समझा वो हम भगवत गीता वापस लेके जाएंगे।
The soul is in different form.
And that is based on different level of nascence. And what are the forms the soul is in? Trees body, animals body, humans body, and aquatics and others. And it is all based on different degree of ignorance. वो दिखा रहे हैं कि मैं बड़ा हो रहा हूँ। Clear? The trees who has the maximum degree of lust or maximum degree of ignorance? The trees, they have maximum degree of ignorance. You tell the trees and you say, your spirits are part and parcel of Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna. They will hear, they will be delivered. और बहुत ज्यादा ignorance है वृक्ष में, तभी एक्चुअली वो टॉलरेट कर पाते हैं। मतलब we should become like trees, but one reason they can tolerate is because of ignorance. Ignorant you can tolerate lot of suffering. Prabhupada gives an example when the child is in the womb. If a conscious person goes through that pain, he will die in moment, Prabhupada says, and you may have read. But he is able to suffer and he does not die because he is covered by ignorance. But when he actually becomes more conscious in 7th month, then he starts praying. But more the ignorance, more you won't feel the pain. That's why it is said that trees, if we cut them, there is not so much karma that comes. But living entity has to do, that's why they can be eaten, but not animals. Because they're very conscious. आपके पास से चालू हो गए प्रभु। Okay, good. The living entities covered by the influence of nascence exist in different forms in the material condition. Different forms living entity exist. He is thus proportionately freed from the influence of material energy to greater or lesser degrees. Humans have much lesser influence of ignorance. Humans have much lesser degree of ignorance. Among them also there is 84,000 ways, and the pure devotee has no ignorance. It's completely self-realized. So living entity exists in all the spectrum. You have a question? You have a question? Yes.
At this point, lesser ignorance and no pain. That means if we have more pain, that means we are not being ignorant or what way it is.
For example, somebody is in coma and completely ignorant. Suppose he won't feel the pain. The more conscious we are, the greater pain we will experience. The more we are covered by nascence, the lesser pain we will experience. Like one, you may have heard this statement that how much pain we experience when a living entity is killed is based on chakra. You may have heard it. 7 chakras maximum pain, 1 chakra minimum pain, and plants have 1 chakra. It's said in that way, and it is directly proportional to consciousness or nascence. Minimum ignorance, maximum consciousness.
Two kinds of pain, spiritual pain and the material pain. So I'm not being able to understand. Ignorance connected to what pain it gives actually.
Material pain. Like when a human being dies, its pain is way more than when a plant dies. And the pain that a child experiences when he is in the womb, he is not conscious. It doesn't much matter to him. All the pain is intense. And he grows till he is very less consciousness. After 5 years, he will experience more pain for the same thing. cannot explain further. It's just, it's just-
Based on body, some people are very sensitive. They just feel a lot of pain. Some people are strong. They don't feel much. Means they are less sensitive.
oh no. Not going at that level, bro. So it's more like one thing Prabhupada said. I'm just quoting Prabhupada. Isliye. Prabhupada said the child goes through a lot of pain when he's in the womb. But if a human is put into that circumstances, the human will not survive for few moments also. You have read that in one of the anybody read that statement? Prabhupada purports? You heard that. But when a human goes to that pain, he won't survive. So Prabhupada says because they are not conscious. So because they're not conscious, the pain is not so much. And we know that when a tree is killed, the pain is not so much compared to when a human is killed. That's why the karma is less when a tree is killed and more when a human is killed. Huh?
Between that, nobody catches.
All right.
One more question from this.
Yes.
It does proportionately range from the influence of material energy to greater and lesser. Greed means
Yeah, not like spiritually realized necessarily, but he is under less covering of ignorance. So he has more opportunity to self-realize. But then in human, then by practice, he can be further freed and he can change his consciousness. That's what I got out. Other level of ignorance is just avoided based on the body. Still fully not awakened, but still have some consciousness and less consciousness, less consciousness. The fish has very low consciousness, trees has very low consciousness, but the humans have much higher consciousness. That's why they can reason, but they misuse it. That's why it said dharma hina pashunam naranam in Mahabharata. If dharma is not there, then a human is like a pashu. The same. Good. Oh, let's read one last. ये तो सुना सा लगा है, भगवत गीता ही है.
He says these inferior energy, oh mighty and optimum, there is another superior energy of mind, which comprises the living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material and
So Krishna is telling the superior energy is living entity, and they are exploiting the material inferior nature. They are absorbed in exploiting the material inferior nature, exploiting this material world. And then later on, Krishna also says, and that's why they are going through a lot of struggles. Where does Krishna says that? The living entity, because they are what is that verse? Huh?
Jenkins mind.
Manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. They are struggling very hard because mind and intelligence are engaged in material affairs. So they are struggling very hard. But they have a choice to go there. But then they choose here because they are covered by avidya. Makes sense. So let's go there. All right. Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Gaur Bhattacharya ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Mancha Kalpata Vinaysa. Kupasni Deva Varsa. Patikarna Bhavya. Yes. Previous. Yes.
tolerance like a tree. It doesn't mean we can ignore it, right?
No, tolerance like a tree is more like not that trees are great souls. But saints exhibit the similar behavior like a tree. So saints are compared to trees But saints are way advanced than trees. Saints are way advanced than trees, but they behave like tree externally. Comparing, because their tolerance is very high. They exhibit very high tolerance, but they don't feel that much pain. From our perspective, they're very tolerant, but they don't feel so much pain. It's not that the grass is literally the most humble entity on the planet.
It doesn't feel the pain.
It's the consciousness is not there. Like one is tattva wise, one is comparison wise. So we grow. So it's a comparison. It's not glorification of their great souls, but we become like we exhibit those qualities. But they are exhibiting out of ignorance still. So Nashing Arti, any volunteers? Want to say? We can end the Zoom. Thank you for joining. Then we'll finish ceremony.
Thank you very much,
so
Prabhu.
much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.